welcome back to another video, guys. In this one, just a quick review of the OnePlus Watch. I've had it for about a week now, and done a couple of updates. There was one update as soon as I unboxed it. Got the recent one with the always on display. I don't use always on display on my watches anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. But what I did notice that before the update, I got roughly about, say, 4.5, 5 days. That's a big difference from like the 14 days that they claim. But I used it for certain calls. I got my notifications through, heart rate monitoring, stuff like that. So I managed to get about 4.5 days. I mean, for the price that it is, it's definitely a good watch. I mean, the pros with this watch, I mean, the build quality is really, really good. Obviously, the battery life, even though I didn't get the 14 days, still lasts longer than my Galaxy Watch 3 and my Watch Active. Heart rate monitor is quicker than my Galaxy Watches as well. It does it really pretty quick. I think that'll be about it for the pros at the moment. I mean, there's loads of I think shortcomings on this watch. I mean, the fitness tracking, I'm sure they did mention it's like we'll have like 100 or something like that. It still only has 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, it's only 14. Still, this is after the update. I mean, some of the cons on this watch will be there's no voice assistant. The big thing, which I haven't really heard much people talk about, is the calendar. There's actually no calendar on this watch. I mean, compared to my S3, I could put my calendar, put notes on the calendar. You got your alarm clock, obviously you got that, but the calendar itself, I think it needs it, definitely. So I have to put notes on. As we're scrolling through this, also the weather widget. Don't know if anyone else had this problem where it just doesn't work sometimes. As you can see. So we go to the weather widget itself, go here, and there's nothing, it says none. I don't know the reason why. Some people are saying it's got to do the Wi-Fi. I put the Wi-Fi on, off. It worked twice and then stopped working. So if we go back to the weather widget here, through this way, it says please check mobile GPS. So sometimes what we do, put the Wi-Fi on. I'll do it on now. Well, the Wi-Fi is on already, so I don't see why it's not actually showing. I think there might be a fault in the software. Another thing with the watch, I noticed it's got no contactless payments. So obviously you can't make payments with it. It's got no touch to wake. Right, if we let it go off, it's got no touch to wake. Obviously, and the screen on time is only 8 seconds still. I feel like I've at least done it to, say, like 15 seconds. But there's no touch to wake. You move your wrist or press the button for it to come up. No wireless charging. I mean, for the price, you wouldn't really expect it, but wireless charging would have been good. And you can't add apps. Doesn't have an app store. You can't stream music. You could store music on it, but you can't stream it from like Spotify. So, I mean, that might be a big deal for someone that's actually going jogging and stuff. They have to actually store the music onto the watch itself. Another thing, it's only one size. So for me, the size is alright, but people with smaller wrists, obviously, this might be a bit too big. Another thing, you can't rearrange the widgets. Obviously, you press and hold it. You can edit it, delete it, but you can't move them around. press and hold it, comes up, you can't move it around. I'll show you what I mean on the Galaxy Watch. Go across, press and hold it, you go across, if you press and hold it again, you can actually move it around. But you can't do it with this watch at the moment. Maybe with a future update, but yeah, you can't do that. Another thing, installing the updates for some strange reason takes really long. Don't know why it takes so long. Maybe that should be quicker as well. Also, it should also have a watch app instead of going through the health app, like the Samsung watches. Then you got the Galaxy wearable app, and then also you got the Samsung Health. So through the wearable app, you do things like change your watch faces, to see your apps, rearrange your apps. Let me see if I could show you quickly. Like this app here. Then you got your notifications, apps, widgets, the watch face itself, about watch, that's where you do the updates and stuff. Instead of just doing it through the health app, that'll probably make things better as well. Another thing with messages, you can't reply to messages. See if I've got anything. There's no notifications. You can't reply to messages. If they come up, they just can't you read it. And what I've noticed on WhatsApp notifications, you on my Galaxy Watch, it will say that I have a video and the duration of it. It won't show it, but I could see that I've got a video, or it will come with a message, or it might actually come with a picture as well. Then you can click it. But with this one, it's nothing. If you get a picture coming through, it'll say WhatsApp message, and you've got to take out the phone and see what it is. The last thing also, which is on the pro side, so you got your changeable straps, which is pretty easy to change. So if I wanted to, I could swap it around like this. And it's that simple to swap around. That's another cool thing with it. I mean, everything that I've mentioned about the cons of this, I think it's still actually a good smartwatch. Not a full smartwatch with all the stuff it's missing, but for the price, I still say it's good. You can still make and receive calls from it. You get notifications, not fully, you can't respond to them, but obviously you could see them. It's got good battery life. The design quality is really good as well, and you can change the straps. And it's recently just got updated, so they obviously keep pushing the updates. So hopefully by doing that, it should get better. I mean, if you don't have a smartwatch, you're looking to get a smartwatch, I'll say, yeah, for this price, this is definitely good. But if you already had one, like an Apple Watch, Samsung Watch, you're not really missing anything from this, apart from obviously the longer battery life. But besides that, nothing else much. So I'll leave that here, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.